for a little monologue, you know. It's been a little while. So since breaking my wrist, my confidence was kind of gone. I had been skating while I was laid up. I was skating in casts, putting out videos still every week, even with a cast on, which was stupid. But throughout that whole thing, it kind of built my confidence back up skating while injured. I don't know how, but it kind of got my confidence up, like, wow, if you can do this with a stinking broken wrist, being super fragile, then just think what you can do when you're fine, when you're 100%. I'm still not 100%, but lately I just feel good on the board. I don't know what it is exactly. I don't know what's clicked. Sure, there's still fear. There's a lot of stuff that I don't want to try. A lot of things that I think I'll get hurt on, but I'm finding that the things that I do want to do, the things that I know I'm capable of, I feel like I'm better at blocking the fear out and knowing that, okay, you've gotten this far. You've done this, this, and this to prepare for it. You're ready. Just go for it. And a lot of the times you'll just see me skating flat ground, especially these night sessions where I'm skating after work. I don't have a ton of energy and I'm not going out looking for spots at nighttime. But I do enjoy coming to the park. I skate a lot of flat ground here, and I know for some people that's kind of lame, but honestly I like flat ground. It feels good. Lets me hone my craft, because honestly, if you don't have a good flat ground kickflip, how are you going to kickflip down that gap? How are you going to kickflip up the Euro, over that flat bar, in a game of skate, whatever. I find flat ground is super key for me and for a lot of people to just hone your skills and get good at the easy stuff. Yeah, skating since my injury has been tough, but it's been really good. I really have been loving skating these half cabs, skating these DX decks and flight decks. Really, I think nailing down some shoes that I like and a deck that I can trust and that I'm used to has been insane. It's been so helpful for me in building my confidence back after being out for a little bit and feeling kind of scared and timid after hurting myself. It kind of taught me how fragile I really am. Fragile physically, at least. Emotionally, I try not to be fragile, but yeah, it really taught me that you have to make do with the time you have. While that doesn't mean go skate that rail even though I'm not ready, it means use the time I have. If it's just flat ground, make the most of it. You only have a half hour before work, that's fine. Come down, do your best, get a little warm up in. Don't rush your warm up, because when you do that, you get hurt or you have a bad session. But come down, use whatever time you have. I know a lot of people, they have kids, they have a job, whatever, they don't have time, they have other hobbies. That's fine, but don't expect skateboarding to give you all this progress and all this joy if you're not putting time into it. Just like I put time into reading my Bible, into looking up the questions I have about scripture, certain things like that. If I don't put time into that stuff, then obviously it doesn't matter to me. If you don't put time into skateboarding, then obviously skateboarding doesn't matter to you and it owes you nothing. Skateboarding owes you a smack in the shin. It owes you a flat spotted wheel, a broken axle. It owes you a delaminated deck. It owes you nothing. You gotta put the time in just like anything else if you wanna get good. Even if you don't wanna get good, if you just wanna have this as a hobby, a fun, safe hobby, you gotta put the time in to learn how to skate safe. You gotta fall a few times to learn where your boundaries are. That was a lot. I don't know why I'm feeling so talkative. All right, I'm gonna put the brace back on, skate a little bit more. We'll see what else I have left in the tank. Probably not a whole lot. I am super sweaty. It's gross. We're gonna skate a little bit more, see what I can do. I do have work tomorrow, but it's not that late right now. I got off at 6:15, and after getting stopped by my coworker in the break room who wanted to talk about politics for like 10 minutes, that kind of set me back a little, but that's okay. There's still tons of night left. We're making do. I really need to get some new shoelaces. This is ghetto. All right, let's skate. was a battle. I thought I would try to do all the 3 shoves that I can typically do or have done, and they weren't that bad. The hardest was nollie back 3 shove and fakie front 3 shove. Everything else came easy, but those 2 were a battle. I about lost my mind. And I knew going into it, I'm thinking, why do you do this to yourself? You could be having a perfectly good session, and then all of a sudden, you decide to do a dumb battle that you know is just gonna physically and mentally wreck you. And sure enough, it did, but I'm okay. Came out the other end. I didn't land the nollie back 3 shove or the fakie front 3 shove that good. I did land them. They would count in a game of skate, but in my mind I pictured them going much, much better. But that's okay, you know, it's progress, not perfection. I think that's a good motto. It's way too easy as a skateboarder to be super hard on yourself and be like, oh, you could have done that way better. You suck at that. Why are you even doing that? But seriously, that is so not productive. You shouldn't talk to yourself like that. You shouldn't have that internal dialogue with yourself. You should be encouraging yourself, not in a way that you're cocky and you're prideful and arrogant, but just in a way that you know what you're capable of. Maybe you do have high expectations for yourself, and that's fine. I think everyone should have expectations of themselves and try to hold themselves accountable, but you don't need to be that hard on yourself. You can strive for perfection and be pleased when you don't achieve it. That's what I'm learning. All right, back to the video or whatever.